Our water situation here is pretty serious. We've been on stage 4 water alert for over a year. That means that it is a mandatory ban on all outdoor watering in the city of Russell. We don't take that lightly. It has come about through a series of things. Drought has been intricate part of that, but I also think there has been a little bit of foot dragging at times on developing new water sources that has let it get to this point. What it means to the average citizen is, if you want to have a garden, if you want to have flowers outside, or if you want to grow trees in your yard or anything like that, you have to set a rain barrel, or you have to have a well or something along those lines. I do think that,
and you're in the gardening business.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do think that the citizens of Russell have been tremendous and extremely resourceful in what they've done. You've had people set up rain catches. I set up a rain catch in the greenhouse in here. Last year we caught enough water that we were able to operate our water feature and all of our pond plants in rainwater. This year, just the other day when we had our rain, I caught over 200 gallons of water off of one rainstorm. So it does help some, and you drive around town, you see a lot of rain barrels out. People have done really well in that aspect. Some people have, if they've got a flower pot or an herb garden or something like that, have taken to where they put a bucket in the shower with them. And then when they get done showering, they take the bucket of water out and they water their plants with it. That's, all sorts of ways. People have caught water off their condensation off their air conditioners and used it to water their plants. Like I say, I think they've been very resourceful. As far as what we can do, we're looking at all options, long-term and short-term, whether it be partnering with Hayes to go to the R9 ranch, developing the water that we have in Cedar Bluff in some form, expanding the Pfeiffer well field, or developing new sources of water, whether it's drilling wells around Big Creek or developing a new reservoir. There's lots of directions. I don't think we can afford to not look at any of them. Looking at the Smoky River Basin, which is south of Russell and west of Russell. It's going to be next to Pfeiffer. Our well field, this would be the far east end of our well field. The city of Russell draws its water from 2 sources, one of them being the Pfeiffer well field. There are 10 wells in that well field, but as you can see, there's no flow in the river right now, so the water in the wells, there's no sign of a recharge anytime soon. That water has to come from Cedar Bluff Reservoir, and Cedar Bluff Reservoir is 42 miles to the west of here. So what we need is Cedar Bluff to be at conservation level before they would release to the point where there would be a steady stream flow, and Cedar Bluff Reservoir is 20 plus feet below conservation level, so there's no steady release coming, therefore there's no stream in the stream bed. I think long term we're going to have to revisit how we use water, not just for municipal use, but all of our uses of water, if we're going to have a Western Kansas, because we are going to have to develop water sources, and we are going to have to wisely use the water sources that we have, or we might get to the point where there's not much water out here. I don't want to become a desert. I don't think we're going to become a desert, but at the same time, I think we better be prepared to use our water as wisely as we can.